What's up, everybody? Just wanted to remind everybody that we have a members-only fellow entrepreneur membership section of our YouTube channel. It's a place where you can come and watch videos about anything to do with building a business of your own. You don't have to necessarily be in the excavation and paving business to relate to a lot of the stuff that we talk about, but it's $3 a month and the membership list keeps growing, and I'm very proud of that. I didn't really think anybody would join up, but we've got, I think, 6 episodes now that are posted up there. Usually they're around 25 to 30 minutes long each. About to post another one right now, and this week covers a ton of stuff that you deal with as an entrepreneur on a day-to-day basis. We're talking about highs, lows, disappointments, the whole 9 yards. So if that's something you're interested in, there's a link in the description and you can click on that and join, and they'll give you a few hours of entertainment, and definitely going to save you a lot of money and a lot of heartache if you follow what I've learned already. Good morning. It is Monday, 21st. Had a couple new guys start this morning, so we had a little team meeting. Talk about what today's plan was. We talked about how I want the trucks taken care of. We talked about keeping our mouth shut for HR purposes. It was a good morning. Today's pretty busy. We got 3 guys headed to Burlington to do a bunch of stuff. Josh and Matt are headed over to Stowe to do a bunch of stuff. Drivers have their assignments. Everybody has started except for 3 guys pertaining to paving, and they're going to start in a couple of weeks. So 6:50 right now. I'm headed home, get a couple things done. I've got 3 appointments today, and I'm going to check on the guys down in Burlington, see how that goes. Just went to my last stop up here in Franklin. We're about 3/4 of a mile from the Canadian border, and I always like to ask people how they heard about us, and they said that one of their friends liked our ad on Facebook, so that meant that they saw it and they really liked the looks of our equipment and our trucks, and the video was good, and this guy's a website designer and said our website looks really good, which is interesting because using GoDaddy I was able to make that website in like 25 minutes. So that was cool to hear that and that feedback, so it's working well. I'm going to head back to Jeff, drop off the dog who's in the back, and then head down and see the boys in Burlington and do a couple errands. So is finish grade going to be that slab?
No. They're still in the concrete right here, because this is higher than that. So if you did this height, water would run into it. into the machine. And
That's all. We'll turn around, push out this way, get that out. Then you can turn around and go back in there. And do you want James to take a load of fill out?
I would.
First? Well, I just stopped in, checked on the guys, as you saw there in the video. Devlin is getting accustomed to working in the skid steer. Slow go. Those folks just remodeled their exterior and they put on some nice 2-foot overhang eaves, and I was flinching as I watched the 308 stick get closer and closer to it when he was scraping stuff out. But he didn't hit anything, so that was good. So looks like James is coming back with HX2. They're going to load out a load of fill, and then they're going to load out another load of demo. And the customer told me the patio is 20 by 20. And then when I got here, I saw some crazy looking lines painted. And I said, what do these lines signify? Chad's like, oh, that's the patio. I'm like, huh. So we measured it, and it's actually 23 by 39. So I had to give him the news that it was a decent change order because it was basically double the square footage. But she was fine with that, so not going to finish there today, but that is okay. Nice out today, 70 degrees, sunny, about time. So I'm headed to Morrisville to pick up our graphics. I've got enough graphics to do all of the Rams and change the logos on the 3 dump trucks. So I'm gonna pick that up, and I'd like to get one of the 2500s done today. Everything is currently incognito because I had the detail guy strip all the graphics off the Rams. Good morning. Tuesday morning, about 10 o'clock. Just finished looking at my second paving job quote of the day. And now I'm headed to Burlington to look at one. And then we'll go over and see the boys on Pine Street, see how they're doing. I need to find out if these roads are still posted. I need to get out here to do one job, and I'm not sure if we are allowed to yet. So give the town a call. I'm going to get to the end of the road and see if there's a posted sign or not. If there is, I'm going to give them a call and find out when we can come up through, because we got to bring 30 or 40 stamped concrete blocks for some retaining walls. So that's a few trips with 30 ton. So I gotta make sure we can get out here legally, and then I can get things scheduled. That's the tricky thing about this time of year, is you're trying to put your schedule together, and you're also trying to figure out what roads are posted and what aren't. So you kind of have to cherry pick which jobs you can do, and instead of who called first, it's where can we go first. So little pain in the butt, but in another couple of weeks all the roads will be open, so then it won't really matter. I just finished stopping and checking out 3 jobs. Now I'm headed over to see the boys on Pine Street. Also had to stop and dig safe a place. So check out what these guys are up to and see if they're going to finish today. I got the graphics put on this truck today. I only cleaned the doors to do it. A lot more bold. You don't have a vest?
No. Or hard hat. Wasn't any anymore.
There's a hard hat on the
That's Josh's
Oil
old
tank?
one or something like that. Josh said it was one of his or something like that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put this here for now, and that's where it's at.
Yep. Putting too much pressure on it.
I was just a little bit of a pile there. I told him about it.
I think we have I think we should have. We have one for both for you there. Got to. You're smaller. They probably want a large probably.
Real heavy. That little kid is off over there somewhere.
I bet. I should have had James work today just to speed this up.
Yeah, we tried this out. I didn't realize he was going to be real long going, but
A couple hours round trip.
Chris. That's why we're getting this right.
Checked out 3 jobs today. Stopped in, checked with the boys. Wasn't a whole lot happening except for some Harley raking being done by Devlin because we were waiting on the truck. So 3 guys were standing around staring at each other, which as a business owner is frustrating, but it's about an hour each way where we're hauling the stuff, and I only have 1 truck today, so it is what it is. From a business standpoint, I see $90 an hour watching a guy making 25 bucks an hour run a machine with a Harley rake on it. So that's kind of a downer. He is just about there now with more topsoil, and then he's headed to get some more Sure Pack to finish that patio prep. I think they'll be done today. I'm going to tell them that they need to be done today. That way we can be ready to pull out of there in the morning. So, found out a couple of roads that I thought were still posted are no longer posted. So that's good. So we're going to be able to move up a job by the looks. So that's going to be good for us for the rest of the week. A couple of retaining walls. We're going to have to haul in block. So we're going to work on that, and I'm going to head back to the shop, get some quotes done. Good morning. Wednesday morning. Headed from the shop over to Burlington to check on the guys that should be fully wrapped up this morning. And a lot of moving parts today. Going to have Chad riding with the new guy, moving the 308 out of Burlington and over to Essex to our next project, which is a retaining wall project. So he's riding with him, make sure everything's kosher. Once they move the 308, the new guy is going to be using the paver trailer to haul stamped waste blocks from SD Ireland over to our job. We need a total of 36 6-foot by 2-foot. We need 8 2-foot by 3-foot, and we need caps. So in theory, if we have enough chains, we could put 12 of those blocks on the 30-ton and come in just over 20 tons. I've also got Josh with the dump trailer hauling hopefully 3 at a time, maybe 4. And then Chris is doing some deliveries in the tandem. And once he gets done with that, he's going to haul some blocks. Since that truck has a barn door, might get 4 blocks in that at a time, I think. You don't have to really kill it, but as long as we can get all those blocks there today, once the guys are finished in Burlington, they can bring the skid steer over and they can start moving blocks down the driveway. And then I imagine Thursday we'll actually get started on the wall itself and bang that out. So, not too bad. The people in Burlington added a couple things, so that took a little bit longer. But we'll get down there and check out the final result, see how it looks, and then I've got, what do I got, 3 or 4 jobs to look at today, and plus get these guys started in Essex. So, be a pretty full day, that's for sure. Just got down to the job. I had to throw the plate compactor in the back with the 308. They got the tracks all cleaned on it, and she's ready to move out. Chad and Marcel should be here shortly. These guys are just wrapping this up. Starting to look pretty good. Go unhook that and grab the bucket. You can pick up whatever little shit they have. We'll put it somewhere. Maybe we'll put it in the back of the live bottom for now. I love it. That looks good out there. Break the edges out. This looks good. Matt, I would just go along that edge. Yeah, just from here out and pull that stuff in. He'll put the bucket on in case there's any giblets. That is a giant patio.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I don't believe they know what they're in for, because
No, I have no idea.
if we were to build that start to finish, it'd be about $45,000. First official job of 2025 is in the books. Guys are cleaning up, getting loaded, moving on to the next one.